Namaste ma'am, we are from RTDF Public School in Boston and we are here to talk about sustainability and waste management for our project. And we have a few questions for you. So our first question is how this CII Green Business Center is known for being one of the green business centers. So how does waste management here contribute to achieving the representation? Like what are the key waste management methods that are followed?
So, as I've mentioned earlier, we do the waste segregation at schools. We have the recycling vendors on board, and we are promoting this in our education courses as well as part of our rating system. We have an exclusive rating system just for the waste aspect. So, under IGBC, you have 32 rating systems. Catering for different type of work. So one of the rating system or one of the guidelines is for the waste management. So during the construction phase, during the design phase, as well as the during the occupancy. So in this way, we are trying to create as much awareness as we can, giving them the guidelines, the best practice, whatever they can do at their project level. So for any project to start up with, I would tell segregation of waste is must and identifying the recycling process. So that is something which we are following over here.
So, ma'am, how does this building ensure segregation of waste at the source?
So as I mentioned, we have multiple bins provided in our area. So wherever food is allowed and they are majority of the different types of waste is segregated, they have a segregation area, a bigger bin provided. But in the meeting rooms and other capping areas, there are small bins provided for the library. So that way they are able to do the sourcing.
Ma'am, could you explain how biodegradable waste is treated here?
See, we are not creating a biodegradable waste as such over here. So whatever wet waste you are getting, that is a biodegradable waste only. Okay. So whatever wet waste we are getting, we use it for the compost. So we don't have any biodegradable. We are not creating as such.
What steps are taken to minimize non-recyclable waste in the daily operation?
For non-recyclable thing, we are encouraging our, all the occupants and the employees to use as much as a reusable, recyclable material itself. And whatever things which are coming in the vending man also, we are ensuring that they have some kind of recyclable element to it. And the papers, whatever we are using, again we give it back to the recycle vendor so that they can recycle. So these are the
So, ma'am, lastly, how does the center handle e-waste and hazardous waste?
So for e-waste and hazardous waste, we collect all the e-waste. So e-waste is something which not generates every day. Okay, it's only when your laptop is broken or your mouse stops working or you're changing your life. So it is once in a while activity, maybe once in a year, once in 6 months, or sometimes lights. It could be even once in 5 years. So we have the waste vendors and this electrical waste vendor on board. So we collect all the waste and we give it to them. So it's as per our